Hi guys, these eggs are salty eggs. So about 2 weeks ago, I was looking for ways to make salty eggs. So I came across two videos. I watched a couple of videos. One of them, they show how to make salty egg by put them in salt water, like a lot of salt. Put them and leave in salt water 5 to 7 days and your egg should be salty. And in the other video, they said that if you want to make salty egg, put it in vinegar, soak it for 15 minutes so the eggshell is thinner. And so I followed the same instruction. I leave the eggs in the vinegar 15 minutes and they said that it's supposed to thin out the eggshell. So I was doing that, and after 15 minutes, I rinse it. And what I noticed is it's like slimy. For me, I felt like it's just cleaning out the eggs, because the chicken, after it gave birth to that egg, maybe it had the slimy part that it wasn't cleaning that well. So when you soak in the vinegar, you can see that, I don't know, something is slimy coming out of it. And so what I did, I just clean well, like this instructed. I clean it really good and then clean it with water, and then afterward put them in a container. But first you layer the container with salt, a lot of salt, and then put the eggs, and then after put a lot of salt on top, and then after you fully cover the first layer, then you put the second layers. So I did that, and they said that to leave it 5 to 7 days. And I did that. After 5 days, I didn't have a chance to record it because I totally forgot about the eggs that I left in the pantry. So on the 7 days, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the egg. Maybe it's too salty. So I quickly tried to record it, try to catch that moment. Oh, after 7 days, it should be good now. So then I did that on the day. So that day I made plain congee to eat with the salty egg because I was so sure. So confident that the instruction that they showed, it's going to work. So I boiled 2 of them and I taste tested and it wasn't salty. That is why in the video when I was eating plain congee with the eggs, I didn't mention that it was salty egg because it wasn't that salty. It just slightly flavor. It's barely have any flavor. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I need to leave it longer. So that's what I did. So I cover with more salt and put it back in the pantry, and I'm gonna boil this again after 10 days. But I was so busy I didn't even get to boil them on the 10 days. Now is the 14 days. So after 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, I gotta do this. Hi guys, check out the salty egg that I let it bury in salt for about 2 weeks. After 1 week, I have cooked 1 time already, and the flavor, it wasn't as salty the way that I want it. So now I'm going to test it again, this after 2 weeks. And I have not made it before, so I'm going to see if it's going to work for me this time. So I was thinking maybe I should separate the top layers to the bottom layers. So in here is in this container is the top layers because it covered with salt, but not as much compared to the one in the bottom. So I boil this white one here. This white one is the one in the bottom layers, so it covered with more salt. And this one, the brown one, is the one that's sitting on top. And when I taste test them, so that one is the one on the top layers, and this one is the one in the bottom layers. And what I find out, it's just a bit more salty compared to last time, just slightly saltier, but it's not as salty compared to the one that I bought from the store or the one that I had in Cambodia. So I guess somehow the techniques work a little bit. You can make salty eggs by cover them in salt water like this, but I think that I will try another way by put them in salt water to see if it's going to work. So I guess this video, I just want to show you that my salty egg slightly work and slightly not, but at least I get the experience to tell you a story. Okay, thank you guys. Bye-bye.